As you notice, this week's parsha, it's Hazinu, which I don't think it's an accident that Hazinu is tied to Yom Kippur. It's Moshe, his final words to the people of Israel as he's getting ready to take his leave, pointing out that the important part of the Torah is that you have to choose life, and life for Moshe meant living a moral society, having a moral society. The society itself has to be moral, which means that the individuals have to be moral. And if you have an immoral society, you'll have immoral leaders. It just goes without saying. And that the important thing is, if we are moral, our leaders will be moral because they know they can't be immoral. When John Adams was asked about the Constitution, as a side note, he said the Constitution of the United States was made for a moral people. That just because it's democracy doesn't mean we'll be moral. Benjamin Franklin referred to a democracy as two wolves and a lamb voting on what to eat for lunch. So it's a very important thing that we have a moral society. As you know, when the Sanhedrin was forced to give the death sentence, after the death sentence was administered, they would go around to the Jews and say, look, because society was immoral, he thought he could commit murder and get away with it. So in other words, yes, he was guilty of murder, but society was so prevalent, crime was so prevalent, immorality was so prevalent that that's why he could get that idea. Or as a side note, in Australia, if you are driving along the road in the outback, there's actually a law that says you have to stop and help somebody who is stranded, whose car's broken down. In the United States, you don't have such a law. Because if you're stranded in Wyoming, it'll be automatic. Anybody passing you will automatically stop. Because in their moral code, you don't leave somebody stranded. So it just tells us how important having a moral society from the bottom up. And as we approach Yom Kippur, it's something that we should really be thinking about as we approach Yom Kippur. Kaddish Rabbanim.